for a look at your markets. Clay joining us from KRVN Radio. Hey, Clay.
Good afternoon, Sarah. And as we get started here into our market trade, if you're having a good day, just remember it's a nice day outside, might be a good day. If you haven't had a chance to look at the markets, don't look, because as we get ready, buckle up, because we have went full atomic on the meltdown side of the ag commodities today. And the outside trade, it's not much prettier. The Dow's down 266 points. The dollar once again down a nickel. Gold, though, becoming a safe haven buy, up $8.40 an ounce. Crude oil is up 26 cents a barrel as it's feeding off that lower U.S. dollar. The VIX Volatility Index, or the Wall Street's fear factor, at 19.63. The 10-year Treasury, though, sliding to 1.64%. Real estate is the best performing stock sector on the day, while financials and energy are the poorest performing stock sectors. But in terms of the market that is the most risk off today, that is the ag commodities. We will get to those briefly here in a moment. First, so talking the outside markets, we didn't get any traction on U.S.-China trade relations over the weekend. That is moving fear once again into Wall Street traders as they start to sell off these stocks one more time. In terms of economic news today, we'll get out the federal budget later this afternoon. Not really any big fireworks expected there. Thursday is going to have a ton of economic information and data being released, anything from the latest jobless claims out to consumer debt. So Thursday could be a day to really move the outside markets. Now, we kind of get through these quickly because we had the WASDE, we had the acreage report out this afternoon. We're going to have crop production. Unfortunately, it is full risk off here in the grain. So like a Band-Aid, we're going to say it quickly just to get it through. Chicago wheat 23 1/4 to 28 3/4 lower. Limit down in the wheat contracts is 35 cents, so we're not there yet. Kansas City 23 1/4 to 28 cents lower. Corn, though, 8 1/4 to limit lower. That's 25 cents lower. Soybeans trying to hold their own, down 2 3/4 to 13 3/4 as well. Let's start off with the ending stocks here on the WASDE report. As we see the blow off the top of wheat's average trade estimate, just shy of 1 billion bushels. USDA says 1.01 billion bushels for 2019-2020 Indian stocks. Corn having the biggest surprise, though. Analysts expected 1.62 billion bushels. USDA comes in with 2.18 billion bushels, just coming in right over the top of them. Soybeans actually coming in lower. Analysts expected 821 million bushels. We see 755 million bushels. Acres, here's the big discrepancy everyone's still scratching their heads on. For planted in the corn, 90 million acres is what WASDE and USDA say. Harvested 82 million. Planted 76.7 million acres for soybeans, while harvested 75.9. One analyst has already pointed out there's big differences between USDA and FSA's numbers. For corn, the WASDE says 90 million acres. For FSA, they say 87.5 million planted acres. For soybeans, WASDE says 76.7. FSA says 74 million acres. For wheat, they say 45.6. WASDE actually coming in lower, as FSA says 46.3 million acres. Interesting enough, breaking down this preventative planting by state, South Dakota being the hardest hit, losing 2.8 million acres of corn, 850,000 acres of soybeans to prevent plant. Iowa coming in behind at 463,000. Missouri, though, they were up there, 1.38. Interesting enough, though, all these challenges that Nebraska faced, from the dams breaking, the levees breaking, the huge flooding we saw delaying planting, coming out 407,532 acres. Now, over the livestock trade, it's a very similar story. Live cattle 267 to limit lower, down 3. Feeder cattle down limit on all contracts, down 4.5. Lean hogs down 75 cents to up 37 cents. There was a fire in Garden City's Tyson, their Finney County plant for Tyson beef processing near Holcomb, Kansas. That did shut down 6,000 head a day processing capacity. Interesting enough, though, I looked up historically, ConAgra had a similar plant burned down in 2000, though we did see a quick sell-off there. That market eventually returned higher. Out in the country last week, majority of the trade $1.10 to 13, live $1.83 on the rail, a few dollars higher than the previous week. Box beef at midday shows choice up 55 to 16.92, select up 2.92 to 196.73. Choice select spread 20.19 on 82 loads. Pork carcass today up 2.93 at 93.37 on 137 loads. Bellies astoundingly higher at 187. Daily direct hogs on 6,600 head were $1.87 lower, with a 200-pound carcass weighted average there, $69. That is the latest in ag news and market information. If you want to read more into the WASDE and what we have, visit krvn.com.
Thanks so much, Clay.
Talk soon.